What's good, people? Welcome back to Love, Sex, and Society with Bridget, Angie, and Don. Tonight, Angie got the night off, but we are going to talk some good stuff tonight. But before I get started, y'all have to try this shit. It's called a watermelon bourbon smash. Fucking delicious. Um, I'll get the recipe and I'll throw it in the comments or something later on after the show finishes airing. But good shit. I'm nice, so it's gonna be a good show. So tonight, first up, we gonna do something because every now and then I get allowed to talk about sex. So when I do, I talk about sex. So hey, Bridge.
Hey, what's good?
Chilling. So the question for the night, well, the sexual question for tonight, we got other questions. How do you strengthen your sexual toolbox without having casual sex? Or can you strengthen your sexual toolbox without having casual sex?
Uh, this is a question for me.
Well, it's a question for you, but we go put it to the group too. But definitely for you, because I know that you're not a big proponent of casual sex. So how do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? How you strengthen that box? No, not the box. The toolbox, not the box.
Okay. I'm
Without
not gonna
casual
necessarily
sex.
say for myself. I don't want to speak too much of myself, but I feel like other ways some people can strengthen as maybe watching porn. I don't personally watch porn. Masturbation. Um, Me personally, I think it's just naturally in me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it don't really matter how long I go without having sex. Some people are just more sexual than others, you know?
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, like me, I'm a water sign. I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, some people don't believe in zodiac signs, but I feel like water signs, we are sexual like beings. So I feel like it's part of our way of expressing our love to people. So I don't necessarily feel like we got to do anything to, like, I don't know. That's just me personally. Like, I don't know. I don't think we got to do anything. I'm not saying you can't
Hmm.
experiment, but do you believe in like zodiacs and stuff? Do you believe like water signs are more sexual than other zodiac
Oh,
signs?
absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So from my experience, the water signs are definitely more in tune with their sexuality. So they're like, you know what I'm saying? For them, it's not a task. It's just what water signs do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not a so like some people will be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Sex is like something I have to do. I'm in a
Like a
relationship.
chore.
I gotta have it's a chore, right?
Yeah.
Not for water signs though. For water
Yeah.
signs, it's a gratification for them. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's like,
It's just like, let me love you. It's a part.
yeah,
It's like,
that's
I feel like it's a part of like how we show love. Like, I'm not saying
right.
like it's like I'm not saying like, oh, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's just a part of how we show love. Like,
Right.
to somebody that we care about. But yeah, I don't know. I can't say for every water sign. I could say for Cancer, it's probably like Scorpios too, because Scorpios is definitely known for their
Yeah.
their sex. But I'm not going to necessarily say like we gotta have some type of practice to strengthen shit in the bedroom. I just feel like it just comes naturally.
Yeah, I think it's something that we don't mind exploring, you know what I'm saying, with the right person. We don't mind exploring, like, so we might just come up with something and be like, yo, you know what? Let's shoot it at. Let's see how this goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't even think about it when I thought of the question. I didn't even think about that aspect of it. But you're right. I think when you're sexually in tune with yourself, you don't mind experiment with the one that you want, like the right one, like the person,
Right.
your person.
Yeah.
Um, I think that so. I think I learned most of my toolbox became strong from casual sex, but I think it was actually, now that we're talking about it, it was casual sex with the right person. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like anybody can help me strengthen my toolbox. It was just like, okay, we're in tune sexually and we can try just about anything.
Yeah.
And we can talk about anything, we can try anything. But I think for the average person, I think one of the biggest problems, and I had a whole different range of things I wanted to go into with this, as far as like, finding your soulmate, but they're not sexually compatible. And I think we kind of talked about that before. So how do you strengthen your sexual toolbox to teach them if you haven't had casual sex? No, saying, like, for example, if you got with a person who was not a water sign, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, they're vanilla, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that did happen. I think I did talk about it on here one time, but when I was a little younger, like I was having sex with an earth sign and it just wasn't what it was. It wasn't it. I wasn't having orgasms. I was kind of young though, but I wasn't having orgasms and no shit like that. And then I started dating a water sign. He was actually another Cancer, and he was a little bit older than me. That motherfucker changed my life. He changed my life. He set the standard. He taught me some shit that I was just like, okay, this is what the expectation should be. And then broke up with him. And eventually I got back with my ex who was a earth sign. And it was like, nah, nigga, this is what the fuck it is. Like, So honestly, I feel like me dealing with another water sign, it kind of like helped me like learn what the standard was when it came to sex. Like, I'm not gonna say just water signs is like, but I definitely feel like, yeah, water signs is it. Like if I wouldn't have if I hadn't had sex with another Cancer, it wouldn't be for like I wouldn't know, like, yeah. And I think we talked about that before, but I feel like some people, like say somebody only had like one partner their whole life, and their partner, they might think that's the standard, which could be something as boring as sex, but sometimes I think that can be a thing too. Like people just lack experience, Yeah, bye. Whatever. Aquarius, bye. I don't know. I mean, what are y'all? Aquarius is what side of Earth? Fire?
Aquarius should be water. They're water signs.
Y'all aren't water signs. Y'all aren't water signs. Y'all not. No, y'all not. No, y'all not.
Now I'm at the research this. Okay.
Y'all not water signs. Water signs is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Everybody always think Aquarius is a water sign. Y'all not. Y'all have to be fire or air.
Hold on, let me find out. And I normally don't do this, but I got to research on the show.
Earth signs or water signs. I don't know about the rest of y'all signs. Y'all like fire or air.
Oh no, you're right. So the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces.
Everybody always think that Aquarius, because they resemble something in the water. People always think Aquarius is a water sign, but it's not. Are y'all fire? Or
it's an air sign.
Okay.
Wow, interesting. And we got somebody fact checking us while I do it. I'm glad you are, because it's hard for me to do it. But thank you. Yeah, it's an air sign. Wow. Yeah. Because we're water bearers, I would have figured with water signs.
Yeah, a lot of people think Aquariuses are water signs, and I'm not saying that y'all aren't. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I can't speak on Aquariuses. I can't speak on a lot of shit. I think just because I'm a Cancer, I'm more compatible with like water signs and earth signs. That's really the only signs I ever really been experienced with.
So, and I know somebody who had to deal with this. And if she watches the show, I'm sorry for telling your business, but it is what it is. Love, sex, and society. That's what the fuck we do. I know a young lady who dealt with a guy, and she was very. Let me find the best way to say this in case she does watch the show. Sexually experimentative,
Mm-hmm.
and he was very vanilla.
Mm.
So, how do you get the vanilla person on board? Because if you don't, eventually, you know what I'm saying, you're going to go out there and look for somebody who's as experienced and experimentative as you are.
Yeah.
How do you get your person? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about your person. I met this person. I'm in love. It's everything else is extraordinary.
Yeah.
But that person is vanilla in sex. How do you get them on board with, you know what I'm saying, your sexual prowess? How do you get them to
Well,
cross
I
over?
think I think that all depends on where they struggle at. Like,
Hmm.
like it. I mean, we talked about stuff like this, but I feel like wherever there's if it. I feel like it depends on where they struggle at, because that depends on how you can change their experience. Like if they, all right, for example, we'll give this example. If a man struggles to get his dick up, then what the fuck are we gonna do?
Mm.
Not getting up. If a
Find
man
another
can't,
man.
if a man can't fucking last past a couple seconds, then like it's like, oh, we're done. So it's like, but if it's, I don't know. I don't know, because
So
I'm not gonna say like I'm sexually experienced, but I'm not experienced with like a whole bunch of people to know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't
so
I can't say if it was out of those two things. If it was like the fact that you couldn't get up, or you just couldn't, you would what is it? Orgasm too fucking fast. Out of those two things, what are you talking, like, is it somebody stroke game weak? I don't know.
so usually a vanilla, all those other things, that's just a weak ass man. Um but a vanilla dude is usually like missionary. That's it. Like missionary.
So you saying that's all he do?
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Basically just what do you call it? Biblical sex. You know what I'm saying? Missionary, and that's
biblical.
it.
Hold on now.
Like missionary and you're done. Um, but they don't experiment with anything. Like they don't change positions. They
Position.
don't. Yeah, they don't. They just
I don't know.
straight missionary. Like how do you
I'd be
get?
like, hold on, baby, sit right here. Hold on. I don't fucking know. I
Because
don't
there are
know.
guys out there who only do that one position. Like that's
For
it for them.
real? Oh,
Yeah. I
I
think it's
don't know
weird.
that.
I think, for me personally, that's fucking weird. I would say just find a non-weirdo, get rid of that motherfucker. Cause he needed to be with some fucking
Honestly,
Amish
like,
chick or some shit.
dang, I don't know. That's different, because I just, but also it would have to be on like where he lacked too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is he only doing missionary because he can only last in missionary? You know? Um,
Mm.
or that's the only way he knows how to have an orgasm is in missionary. I don't know. Um,
I
I
think
don't
so.
know. One thing I can say is like everybody's body is different. Like I feel like
Okay.
people know what work for them. You got some men that they easily have an orgasm by hitting it from the back, or missionary. Like, women, I'm gonna speak for myself. I like to be on top. That's the thing. That's my thing. I know me. Like,
Oddly enough, that's where. So when it comes to a woman having penetration orgasm,
Uh-huh.
that's normally where it is.
Yeah, I
A
feel like
woman
I
on
can be.
top.
I feel like I can be in control of it. Like, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna lie. I can't. I'm not gonna say I can't let a man. Like, yeah, a man from missionary. Yes, yes. You know. But I feel like if I want to be in control of it, definitely like that. That's my position of choice. Um.
So
But yeah,
for
I don't know. I think like sex should just be fun though. I feel like you should be able to switch it up. I feel like if you just doing missionary, that's boring as hell. Like I don't know.
hell yeah, like missionary for me is just the sensual part. You know what I'm saying? Like we can
Yeah.
kiss, we can, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We can look into each other's eyes. That's just for sensualness. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But like the all out, I mean, I guess pardon my French, but the all out fucking happens everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The doggy, you know what I'm saying? The side angles, you know what I'm saying? Like that's when you're just finding that that bestiality sex. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
bestiality. Whoa, not bestiality.
Yeah, because nigga, we ain't fucking no animals. The
Not
fuck?
bestiality. That aggressive sex. That's what I was talking about. There we go. Not bestiality. Exit that shit from the whole fucking show. Because
Yeah,
I ain't
please
into that no
fucking
fucking shit.
edit that.
Um, but I think when you start to find different positions, and first of all, the stop and the start of different positions helps a man last longer. Guys don't know that, but it does. When you don't laugh at me, goddamn it. When you stop to get into another position or you move into different positions, you kind of have an opportunity to reset yourself. So if you're getting ready to come and you go, let's move into a different position, you kind
Yeah.
of reset yourself because the woman. So, question. Um,
I'm really
because I've heard that women don't like extended periods of sex, like long, drawn out sex. They want it to go how long? Ladies, if you're in the damn chat, talk to me. How long is too long and how short is not long enough?
I just
There
feel
it
like
is.
it depend on women.
Ladies,
I feel like it depend on women because, like, I'm gonna speak. I just feel like it depend on women because it's like I feel like you got some women that are like, okay, they like to have sex, but they're not real sexual. Like, you know,
mm,
I feel like I can only speak for myself and maybe like one other water sign. Like my sister, she's a Scorpio. Like me and her, we're both very sexual beings. Like, you know, so like, you know, some women be like, oh, I don't like having sex tonight. Like, we're not those type of women. Like, you know, even though it's like I don't be having sex a lot, you know, but it's like if I was to be in a relationship or dealing with someone, that would be the case, like to have sex a lot. But it's fun engaging in the last long. I don't know. So I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it should only last as long as we can make it fun. I don't fucking know. As long as that shit lasts.
okay, that makes sense
But I feel like it varies depending
because
on women because you got some women that look at sex like a chore. They'll be like, I don't want to have sex right now. Like, bitch, what's wrong with you? I don't
whoa,
know.
did you say is that too short? I need you to specify on this one. Is 5 to 7 minutes too short or that's
I'm
long
not gonna
enough?
say it's short. I'm not gonna say that short because I feel like if both of y'all can be pleased within that time frame, but also I'm not gonna say here and be like, oh, it's. I just feel like however long or short y'all both get y'all's. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I'm also not one. I don't look at sex as a chore. Like I don't. I'm not. And I also would never withhold it from a man because it's like, oh, I'm mad at you. We're not having sex. Nah, bitch. We're having sex, whether I'm mad or not.
I agree. Like sex and anger, that them just two different things. Like
Yeah.
we could be mad at each other after we done, but goddamn it, shit. If we trying to get it in, let's get it in, and then we can continue the argument afterwards. Um,
Cal get on my fucking nerves. So if we both get in 30 seconds as a quickie, let's go. You funny as fuck, Mikhail. I cannot stand you.
That's worse than a truck stop quickie. Like 30 seconds. What the fuck? Like that's some back alley shit. Every encounter should be slightly different, positions, places, times. I agree. So I think so growing up, because I grew up very sexual,
Mm-hmm.
I was always taught by women, you know what I'm saying? Because I learned sex from women.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no saying like you need to last, you need to last. So I kind of taught myself to last longer.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I got older and grown, women was like, hold on, time the fuck out. Like we've been at this shit for no saying 45 minutes. Like, can we take a pause? And I'm like, nah, like I'm here. I'm in. So
I feel like that is like, because this the thing. It's like, I don't know. I feel like, see, though, it's so hard to speak on that because it's like, boom, you don't want a man that can't last or is selfish. That's another thing. Like, you don't want to be
yeah.
having sex with a man that is like, oh, I nutted, and it's like, wait, bitch, I ain't nut yet. So the fuck, get your shit back up. Like, you know, you don't want to deal with a man that is like he's selfish, where it's like he only care about himself, he don't care about you. So of course, women like a man that know how to control, you know, when and like to pause, like, you know, whatever. Women like that. But then I feel like the women that saying like, oh, this is too long, I feel like those are just women that's not sexually, like, you know, I don't know.
So what I've
Get y'all a
learned, and
water sign or earth sign. Sorry, go ahead.
who is it? Is Nicole? She is, I think she said she was a Earth sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I've learned, and it just kind of depends. If you're in a relationship and you kind of just you're having sex right before you go to bed, or you're having sex first thing in the morning before you go to work, you only got a limited amount of time. So you're just like, you know what, we're gonna go ahead, get it in, do this thing, and then we'll tap out. But if you're having like let's say 8 o'clock at night sex, let's give it some superficial number. 8 o'clock at night sex. So you have the entire evening to kind of do what the hell y'all want to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you have sex and then you have a pause or a break in it, and then you continue, like let's say you have a pause or a break, y'all talking, y'all cutting up, y'all cuddling, and then y'all get back into it. I think that works more for women. Um, Whoa, Sunset Umbre, you don't know your son. What's your birthday? We find out your son tonight, for real. But if you have that pause or that break, I think you can make it last longer.
If y'all take like a smoke break.
Like a smoke break or a drink break or a let's talk and let's cuddle, let's joke
I'm joking.
kind of situation. And that's even with casual sex. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people think casual sex needs to be a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. No, I'm good. But no, casual sex can still be long and drawn out without being that
Stop having casual
sensual.
sex, y'all. Sorry, go ahead on.
Have casual sex, people. See that's why we work right there. See,
No.
it's the yin and yang of the show.
Mm-mm. Casual sex leads to feelings and psychopaths.
Whoo! Yes, it does. On occasion, you're right. Let's talk about what we want to try and then try it. Yes, exactly. So if you just know saying, if you just got into some old, okay, you know what I'm saying, I hit it from the back and you had your orgasm, okay, cool. Okay, cool. So let's pause for a moment and then let's talk about it. Clear and concise communication is vital. Absolutely. But if you have those breaks, then it's not too long for a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not long because a woman don't want to be bounced up and down on for an hour and a half. They don't want that shit. And they don't want somebody that got three strokes in and go, I'm good. You should go to the bathroom and finish yourself off. They don't want that shit either. You know what I'm saying? So if you can find that balance with your woman, I
Yeah,
guess.
but I feel like some men just want to like. But you also got some men that want to please a woman more than once too.
Fuck yes.
But I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when I think maybe that's another thing too. Some women don't want to have multiple orgasms like back to back like that. They probably need a break.
Y'all don't?
I feel like some women might. They might need a break.
Ladies, can y'all help me out in the chat? Is
They
that
might
a
need a break. I'm not saying a
no-no?
woman can't do it, but it's the same thing. Like I feel like if a man have an orgasm, it might take you a minute to get back up.
Yeah.
I feel
But
like
we gotta get back up. Y'all just
yeah, but
gotta.
women might need to get that sexual arousal. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
I need the women to talk to us. Is multiple orgasms a no-no?
It's not that it's a no, but I feel like women do need a fucking break the same way y'all need a break. Like, yeah. It's not like it's just like, oh, you have an orgasm, it's like boom, right back into it. Now I'm not saying a woman can't, yes, you can, but some women do need a break in between having an orgasm. Like, all right, wait a minute, like, let me get back into this. Y'all didn't know
Mm.
that?
Nah, hell no. I just think you know what I'm saying. Shit, y'all can come like a fire engine, just keep fucking gushing out. Just I didn't, you know.
I'm not saying you can, but it's like getting back into the mood. You get what I'm saying?
Mm. So y'all have the same problem we have. Okay. No
Yeah.
breaks unless your pelvis is hurting. Fuck yeah. um
But I think it's the same thing that men
so
go through
it does get
to get
sensitive.
themselves back up. It's like getting a woman after a woman orgasms. It's like you release, but then it's like you kind of got to get yourself back into the mood again. So in order to have it, not saying you can't have another, you can, but you kind of like you got to get me right back. If like I think men be thinking like, oh, let me let her orgasm again, but it's like you got to get her back into that mood. So you got to consistently keep trying to like arouse her to get her to have another orgasm.
I'm learning shit even at my fucking
Grown ass age.
at my grown ass age. I'm learning shit because I
Yeah.
always so the one thing. So I used to. So I've always tried this. Works sometimes, doesn't work some other times. Like get them right to the point of that big orgasm, but and right before then, you know what I'm saying, slow down. And
Yeah, but I'm saying like if a woman has an orgasm, 9 times 10, I'm not gonna say it can't ever happen because yeah, it happens. Where it's like boom, you could like get right back into it. But a lot of times it take a woman the same way it take you. If a man was to have an orgasm and then that's it, you like wait, I gotta get my shit back up. A woman gotta get her. She gotta get back into the mood to get another orgasm. Like sometimes it's not just
mm,
oh 1 2 bang it out. It's not that simple. Can it happen? Yes, but it's like she gotta like be in the right mind frame too. It's definitely in the mind. That's
mm,
why the biggest thing with sex with a woman is like you have to be in her mind. If you want her to orgasm multiple times back to
yes,
back with no breaks, you
yeah.
have to be in the mind.
Now you preaching. Now you fucking preaching.
Yeah.
So women have to be mentally in, and I don't care what woman you think you're dealing with, unless she's a working girl and she's just doing that shit for the money. A woman has to be mentally into sex. You know what I'm saying? If you are thinking that you can just basically bounce up and down on her body and you have nothing in her mind, you are wasting your time and you're wasting her time as well. Women have to be mentally into sex.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that makes the huge difference for how long a woman can continue on and keep going is how mentally is she into it.
Yeah.
Because if you lost her mentally in the first 5 seconds, once she gets it, she good. But if you are sitting there going, okay, no saying like I can while we're having sex, I'm not talking about, that smooth talking shit to get her into bed. That got her there. But if you're not talking or doing the right shit that makes her mentally into that shit during the course of it, you're a loser.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm learning this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Nicole was saying orally is not an issue. I'm talking about from penetration.
So, and I know we ain't gonna talk too much about you. However, um, you are here. Um, so I know that like oral is not your big thing. Like it's the whole
So
the
I'm
whole
not gonna
package
go.
for
So I
you.
don't, because I feel like I've talked about it on here before, but I've never. I think maybe like people misunderstood. Like, yeah, I like oral and stuff, but I don't necessarily like have to have an orgasm off of oral. I'd rather have an orgasm off of penetration.
Mm,
So to me,
mm.
that's like foreplay type shit. Like, oh, a little foreplay, like oral, like but then it's like I want to have an orgasm off of penetration. That's what I prefer.
Mm. And that's rare for
I
women
feel
though.
like I'm getting cheated if it's off of oral. Like, oh, what? I ain't get the fucking real deal. Like, no, that's why when we talked about it before, I'm like, I do not like having an orgasm off of oral. Hell no, no, because I
That
feel like
is
I don't get
so
the grand finale. Like, no.
that's so rare for a woman. I promise you, you are the
But
exception
when
to
we
the
talked about this
rule.
before, I asked my sister too. My sister's a Scorpio. Asked her too, and she like, no, like she like penetration too. I don't know if it's
Really?
a fucking water sign thing, yes, but I'm telling you, like, fuck no. I would be
I think
disappointed.
it's your family
I feel
thing.
the same
Like,
shit. I'm
I
not
think
gonna
it's your
say like
family.
if I had if a, okay, so like if a man was giving me oral and I had an orgasm, I low key would probably be mad because I'd be like, what, bitch? Like I wanted to get that from the penetration. Like, yeah, that
Word?
ass, that ass. Like that's for fun. That's for fun. Like we can have a little fun, but it's like no, I want the grand finale. Like yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
I am in. You are one of the
When
few
y'all talk,
women.
so when y'all talked about it on here before, I was just like, what? Because you was like, most women want to have an orgasm off of oral, and I was just like, I didn't believe you. I didn't
That's
believe you.
because most women don't have orgasm
Yeah, and
from
so I did my
penetration
research.
sex.
I did my research, and I also asked my younger sister, right? And she was on the same page as me, but I did my research, and it was facts what you said, but I was like, what? I'm like,
Hmm.
why? Like I personally didn't understand like that why a woman would rather why? I don't know.
So I made a discovery today, right?
Why? Because I feel like and I'm not gonna say I don't want to make a bold statement like this, but it's just like it's like a man not knowing how to give you orgasm through penetration. I don't fucking know. But why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he want to?
So, now as to the why, I don't know, there's not a lot of things I don't know about sex, but this one, like, you got me baffled. I'm like, I
I
have
like oral.
never.
I'm not saying like, oh, we can't do it. Yeah, we cool, but that's not how I would not want to have an orgasm off that. I would be a little disappointed because it's like like for example, we'll just hypothetically say like man to man, we get into it. He giving me oral, and then I have an orgasm, and then all he wants to do is penetration for himself and be pleased for himself. I would be mad. I would be mad. I would be upset, bitch. What? No. I'm dead ass serious. No, I'm dead fucking serious. I would be pissed. Like, bitch, what? You no. No, that's not just for you. That's not just for you. That's not for
I know it. So I know a chick who told the guy straight out, the penetration is just for you.
No.
I
I'm not. See, we gotta check these bitches zodiacs. We gotta check their it's not a water sign. It ain't a water sign because I'm telling you right now.
Oh, I need everybody to comment in this one. If you live comment, and if you are
because when we talked
later
about
on comment,
I asked my sister, which I asked my younger sister specifically because she's a water sign like me. Me and her are very sexual. We openly can talk about sex to each other. Me and my older sister, she's a earth sign. Not saying that I wouldn't talk to her, but she necessarily like don't talk openly about sex. Like, you know, like now we kind of do, but like me and my younger sister, we like an open book. Like, you know, she's like, bitch, I got some dick last night, whatever. Like, you know, it's just straight open book. Like, you know, we could talk about anything. And I feel like me and her, we be on the same page when it comes to a lot of those things. So it's like when we talked about it before, I asked her and she was just like, no, like penetration, like, you know, and then I did my research and I was like, because you made a bold statement saying that most women want to have orgasm off of oral. And I'm like, what? Like, that's a fucking lie. But I'm like, damn, like, it did say that, but I'm like, I'm confused of why. Why?
because I think, and what I was looking at today, and I didn't think this was a fucking thing. So most guys, or guys that have, and I'm about to get fucking real indignant here. So guys that have a curved penis,
okay,
are missing the G spot.
A curve, like a hook.
Yeah, like a hook. They're missing. So, but I thought that was just every guy's different. Like some guy, that's an actual defect. Didn't know that shit. Having a curve, you're supposed to have a straight penis. I didn't know that guys with curved fucking penises was a fucking defect. I just figured you were just meant to hit a certain fucking G spot. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like medically they're correcting curved penises now. Who the fuck knew? Like there's a whole medicine to straighten your fucking penis out.
Okay.
Weird shit. I don't know. I didn't know that shit was a thing. I just figured each one for one, you know.
Yeah.
But
Mama said, "Why can't it be both?" I think it can be both, but I think it's just very bold for people or women to say in general that women should women only want to have an orgasm off of oral. That's crazy to me. I'm not saying it can't be both, but I think it should be both. If anything, I don't think it should just be one and not the other. That's wild.
Yeah, so there's a lot of women who it's one or the other. But I will say this.
Bitches? Sorry. Seriously, that's some shit because I thought we talked about this shit before and I didn't understand then, and I still don't understand why. Like, why not?
So they're like the majority of women, and you did your research, most women do not have an orgasm over penetration sex. They just do not.
They don't,
and
or they don't prefer it.
No, they don't. They don't get an orgasm. There are women who are married, who have been married for years and never had an orgasm.
Conclusion: y'all niggas can't fuck. Cause the fuck.
There are women. There are women who.
If you are married to a man and he can't make you orgasm off of penetration, get a new one. Cause that is insane. So it's only one thing he could do. It's only one thing he could do is with his mouth, and that's the only way. That's crazy. That's like saying like I can only have an orgasm from one position, and that's it. That's the only way. Not saying that some people can't. I mean, you know.
Yo, there are definitely women who have never had a penetration orgasm ever?
Well, I feel sorry for y'all.
We go put up the praying hands.
I don't believe in cheating. I don't believe in cheating, but I think maybe the fix to that is breaking up with your boyfriend and then maybe experiencing somebody who is a little better and then like getting back with your boyfriend and then showing him a little something. I don't know where Dawn went. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them too. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's like women who only been with one partner or maybe your partner only been with like a few people or maybe just you. But that's not normal.
No, but you are actually the abnormal.
You think so?
You're the abnormal. Yeah. Like, because based on the majority of women, you're the abnormal, and they happen to be, I don't know, abnormally normal, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
Most women don't have that penetration orgasm. They don't.
Y'all really what? That's crazy. I think, and maybe that's why when you said that shit the last time, I didn't believe it. I was just like, what? Like, hell no. Like, I just was like, hell no. I don't know. But I think the thing is, I'm like, it's not possible for some people. I like both of them. I think, like I said though, right? When I was young, I'm talking about like when I was like 18, 19, I was with my ex and then we broke up because of his ass. And I started dating someone who was a little bit older than me. He was probably like 4 or 5 years older than me at the time. And he was also a water sign, very sexual experience. He like set the bar. I'm not gonna lie. So then it was like when I broke up with him and then eventually me and my ex got back together, it was like, nigga, nah, we ain't doing shit the way we used to do it. And it's like if it's the bar, if it's not here, bitch, you can go to hell. Like, you know, and then I'm not gonna lie, I honestly feel like by me dealing with someone that was a little bit older and experienced, and then I got back with my ex, I feel like it changed our sex life. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It was like after that, me and him started having the best fucking sex. That's why I was so toxic. Like, you know. But I feel like I mean, I'm not gonna take no credit for him or no shit like that, but I don't know. I just definitely can say it changed both of our sex life, and it was like we started having really great sex like after that. So sometimes I think that's what it be. It be a lack of experience, maybe on both ends. Like, you know, because I've heard of that too. I've heard like women be sexually frustrated with their dudes, but their dude also not have a lot of partners. And I'm not saying like someone gotta have a lot of partners. You just gotta have a right partner to have good sexual experience to know what the standard should be, you know, and then maybe you could go back to your partner or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying cheat or nothing. I'm not saying that because I didn't cheat. Technically, his ass cheated on me. We broke up. I started dealing with someone else who was a little bit older. He taught me some shit. And then eventually I broke up with his ass and I got back with my ex and it was just like, all right, now I know some shit, you know?
Yes.
And that was when I was like 19 years old. Like, you know, so I feel like after that, it was just, the bar was set high. Like, you know, but I think because he was just a little bit older than me, you know?
So I know a good friend of mine who she was married. Her and her husband separated for 2 years. During those 2 years, she was involved with somebody who was more sexually advanced.
Yeah.
And when she got back with her ex, when she got back with her husband, you know, they mended the relationship. For
Yeah.
her, it was empty because he was not on the same level. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was used to the getting snatched up, put against the wall. You know what I'm saying? Ah.
I think maybe because I was young though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say like, all right, so clearly he had cheated on me. That's what caused me and him to break up, right? So clearly the nigga, he wasn't just fucking me. Like, you know, but I feel like it was still like a lack of something that it was like I learned and somehow I brought it back to me and him. And it was just like I think it was really like the non-orgasm thing, which I feel like what we're talking about. Like I feel like with my ex at the time when I was dealing with him, it was like I wasn't having no orgasm, shit like that. And then it's like, bitch, you cheated on me. Like, you know. So then I broke up with him and then I got with this guy that it was the whole opposite. Like, you know, and when I got back with my ex, it was like, nah, like it's not about to be selfish. It's not about to be like, you know, we talked about this before, but it's like, no, ladies come first. Literally, ladies come first.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you're not gonna come until I come first. Like, you know, and that had to be the standard because it's like, nigga, if you think you ready to get your shit off, and then I'm just like, oh, that's it. Like, good luck with you. Like, nah, like I'm not fucking with you. You know, so it was either you're gonna learn how to control yourself to where it's like I get mine first and then you get yours, or I'm not fucking with you. Like, you know, or you're gonna get your shit back up. That was another thing. And I feel like sometimes with men, it take a little minute for them to get their shit back up. So it's either you gonna learn how to control yourself or you gonna get your shit back up. And so that's what it really was. He learned that like I think he don't like the feeling of having an orgasm and having to get his shit back up. So he had to learn how to control himself, not having an orgasm when he wanted to. And like, oh, I gotta make sure Bridget has an orgasm first and then I get mine. Like, you know. So I think that's what
Yeah.
it was. Like, you know. So he had to learn
So
how
I'll tell every guy.
selfish. But if women ain't holding a man to that, you know, especially women, it's like if it's only been you and that partner, and if you never experienced someone outside of your partner to where it's like, okay, I'm setting a standard, and you also letting him know that, like, okay, if you being selfish and you just had an orgasm knowing that I didn't have an orgasm yet, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Beat your dick, get your shit back up, because we're not done until I get mine. You know, that's demanded.
We ain't done till I'm done.
If women demanded, because you got, it's probably some women that it's like, if that's all they know is that their man is being selfish, and it's like, oh, I'm a man is an orgasm and she's not, and she's just like, okay, like you just got yourself all worked up for nothing. You didn't get shit out of it. You didn't get shit out of it. But it's like if you experience something different, and then you held him to a standard like, okay, you want to be selfish and get your shit off before me? All right, get your shit back up. I don't give a fuck. Beat your dick. Do what you gotta do. But we're out the fuck again. I feel like if women did that shit to niggas, they wouldn't be so fucking selfish. If you be like, we're not done until I say we're done. I don't know.
So so guys, I'm gonna talk to y'all for a minute real quick. I'm gonna tell y'all about something that could be a good and a fucking bad. It's called ejaculation.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't go out, it goes in. The shit's like Red Bull. Shit gives you wings. You can fucking go another fucking half hour. However, if you're not doing your thing, the woman will get bored and you are bouncing up and down on a fucking dummy at that point. So ejaculation is basically where you train your body to pull your ejaculation in instead of out.
Yeah.
When you do that, it gives you additional energy to continue on. You won't go down, you'll stay up. However, if you are just giving the same old sex, the woman will get bored because once she get hers, then it's like, okay, now we just pounding. Like it's not productive anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like we're fucking for the sake of fucking right now.
Yeah.
So it's a two-part situation. I learned that later on in life because I taught myself how to ejaculate first. Because like I said, I was taught that women don't want no quick come dude. They wanted to keep going and going, but they want that shit to be interesting.
Yeah, but I like I was talking about in the comments, like there are men who are very selfish. So it's like, say if it's a woman only been with that man and that's it, and he's being selfish, you're not gonna know any better. That's what I'm saying. I knew better when I was dealing with Max, but we were also very young at the same time too. He probably knew what the fuck he was doing. Who knows? You feel me? He probably knew he was being selfish. I didn't know. I just knew like, all right, what I thought was sex, it wasn't as enjoyable as I knew it could be. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Started dealing with somebody else who was a little older, more experienced, and I was just like, oh, this is what the fuck sex is, like, nigga. And so it's just like, when I got back with him, it's no more being selfish, or I'm not dealing with you, or I'm gonna crush that ego. That's another thing. Crush them niggas' ego, make them feel like shit. The fuck, and then they gonna stop being selfish. The hell.
So, and there are a lot of selfish guys. Yeah, and what you just said.
If a woman don't know no better, then it's like, what does she have? What does she have to compare it to? You know what I'm saying? But also, it's like, no. So if any woman if you're not having an orgasm and you having a bad sex life and you haven't experienced nobody outside your man, crush that nigga ego. Crush it. Like, really, bitch? That's it? That's all you got in you? I don't give a fuck.
Fellas, there's gonna be some ego crushing going on.
I don't know. I just feel like once you have some good sex, bitch, either you gonna match that shit or you getting the fuck out my face. Simple as that. But that, to me, I don't believe that statement of the women. I feel like women are just having sex with very selfish men, and they haven't experienced some good sex, and that's why that statement can be true. But I don't believe it's supposed to be true. I don't think that's supposed to be true at all. I don't. Cause my sister, like talking to my sister, after we had that one episode where we talked about our straight, asked my sister, she like, no, like penetration did that. We was on the same page. So I'm like, so what the fuck he talking about? I'm like, don't know. I Googled this shit, and I was just like, what? Like this shit. I'm like, you can't tell me that me and my sister both is on the same page about something, but then like the internet, you saying the whole opposite, you know? So I think it's just, y'all are dealing with very selfish men, and it's like, I would never sit here and tell somebody to cheat. No, I don't believe in cheating and nothing like that. But honestly, I don't know what to tell you to do, because if you're in a relationship with someone and you're not having orgasm, you're not having good sex, I don't know what to tell you to do to set your standard, because that's ultimately what your topic is about, right, Don?
Yeah, like
I don't know.
Yo,
I don't know. Shit.
We gonna we have to touch on this one, because we need the ladies to tell us whether they're having penetration orgasms.
Michelle said you don't know it's bad until you had great, and that's a fact. So it's like, but I feel like if you're a woman that's watching this and you're questioning, bitch, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna tell you go cheat on a man and no shit like that, because I don't believe in cheating. I'm not. That's one thing I really don't believe in cheating. I'm a firm believer in loyalty and stuff, but at the same time, your man, it might not be out of him not knowing. Men be selfish. They be like, oh, it's all about me.
You're right.
Because if you're not pressing him about it, he gonna think that you don't care.
There are a lot of selfish men, and we got a whole topic we got to get into with you, but there are a lot of men that are selfish, and they think, if I got mines before you got yours, oh well, I'm gonna go to sleep now. You know what I'm saying? And you have to find a guy that matches you sexually, and if he doesn't, then scratch everything else. Scratch the love. Oh my God, I'm in love with him, and he calls me every morning. Okay, but you don't orgasm when you have sex. So maybe that needs to be a friend that calls you every morning and not a lover who
Yeah.
you gonna have sex with for forever.
Cause
You know
I
what I'm
feel like
saying?
a man who really like, I feel like a man who really like care about you and love you, he want to make sure he please you in the bedroom too. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
like I personally look at, I don't look at sex as just sex. Like I wouldn't just have sex just to have sex. I'm not a believer in casual sex. I believe sex is something that you do when you like express your love for someone or you want to like procreate with someone. You
Mm.
I feel like if somebody really loves you and they really care about you, they would care about pleasing you, you know, because that's a, to me it's a form of expressing your love, like, you know. So sorry to y'all.
We gonna touch back on this, and we definitely gonna touch back on this when we got Angie on the show, so we can get her take on this whole thing. But Bridge, what you got for us tonight?
Okay, so I have some anonymous questions. You want me to do that first?
Yeah, let's do that first. Let's.
Let's do some fun shit. All right, so the first anonymous question is, why people know you in a relationship and still want to have sex with you but want it to be more than that?
All right. So for my opinion, and just experience, people want what they can't have.
That's my
Um,
say to that. Yeah.
they want the thing that they can't have because they can't have it. But once they get you to themselves, it won't be the same. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they'll lose the interest that they have in you because now they got you.
Um,
And the comments I'm sure is gonna go crazy on this, but yeah,
yeah, I
I don't
mean,
have control of the comments.
I definitely think number one, you gotta be a fucking fool to think that you're gonna have sex with someone that you know is in a relationship and they're gonna leave their partner for you. You gotta be a
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, I believe in karma, so it's like the same way you get them is the same way you lose them. Also, like, I don't know, you gotta be dumb and naive as hell to think like, I don't fucking know. I don't believe in- I'm not having sex with somebody I know is married or in a relationship. I'm not doing that. Like the fuck. I just don't do nothing to nobody I wouldn't want done to me, you know. But why would someone do that? Because they're fucking delusional and they're fucking retarded. I don't know.
Yeah. And I'll admit, I dealt with a married woman one
You
time.
know you have, Don. You little fucking freak. Freak elite.
Kind of what it is. And I fell in love with a married woman.
Don't you fell in love?
Fell straight to fucking love.
Don't.
I was actually asking her to leave her husband. Like, come fucking
Shut the
be with
fuck
me.
up.
Real talk.
That pussy.
But if she had left her husband and was with me, I'd have been fucking thoroughly disappointed because I'm not a take care of a woman type of dude, and he was.
Okay.
Like he was hell bent on, oh, my woman don't have to work. Oh no, with me, everybody in this house got to fucking work. We all got jobs. I'm not a
So
billionaire
what made you want her to leave her husband and be with her? Like
because she
what did you like why did you want her to leave her husband to be with you? Like what made you be like,
she was all of the wifely qualities.
okay.
That, you know what I'm saying? So she was the ultimate wife,
But is
but
she the
she
wife?
was,
She's cheating on her husband?
well, no,
Okay.
no. She was the whore wife, I guess. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But the reason she was the ultimate wife was because she didn't have to work. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he was able to do what the fuck he wanted to, and he cursed her out. If she was leaving to go do something, he'd kick a fucking dent in her door. But he could do that. He paid the insurance, he paid for the car. So where the fuck is she going? With me, I'm like, no, like I'm none of those things. And we fell in love with each other. But when she realized I wasn't gonna be what her husband was, she was like, "Nah, I gotta make shit work with my husband." And I was like, "Yeah, you do, you do, because I'm not gonna
So what,
be."
what was so number one? It never bothered you even dealing with her knowing that she was married.
Let me tell you, I was the ultimate side dude. I'll fucking admit that shit.
Terrible.
Like I would see her husband because we worked together, and I would see her husband at events, and I'd be like, "Yo, you good? All right, no doubt, son. Yo, you gotta watch her. She be acting silly sometimes." I was the ultimate side dude. I was that fucking guy.
Hmm.
But when I tell you, when she finally decided, you know what, you're not gonna do for me what my husband does for me, even though he was abusive, argumentative, all that shit, and I was none of those things. But when she realized I wasn't gonna take care of her the way he was, she was like, "Nah, I gotta make my marriage work." And I was like, "All right, cool, bet, make your marriage work." But she wanted the cake and eat it too. She wanted
Yeah.
to make her marriage work, but still have a side dude for when he ain't doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And when I was like, "Nah, I'm good. Like I'm gonna find somebody else to monopolize my time," that shit crushed her. She actually had a key to my crib. Come on, yo. When I tell you this situation was so crazy, I moved closer to her so she wouldn't have to travel as far and take care of both
Let me
households.
tell you, anybody who plays that is playing a dirty game. Because let me tell you, look, don't ever let me get married and then fucking cheat on me while we fucking married, nigga. You're dead. I'm going to hell. I'm going to jail. Stop playing with me. Cause nigga, you could be single for all of that. I ain't gonna lie, that's a dangerous game because I'm not gonna lie. I think when marriage gets involved, that's where people like would harm you. Like, what? My wife?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it?
Like,
There's a difference, and people don't understand. So people always be like, "Oh, it in a relationship, marriage, it's the
marriage?
same thing." It's
No.
not.
Don't vow yourself to me and then go cheat
No.
on me. Like, if we was boyfriend girlfriend, okay, all right, you got it. We didn't, make a vow under God, but marry me and then cheat on me, nigga, you can literally not have married me.
Yeah.
That's wild. I don't know. I think it's a little dangerous. It's dangerous because, like, you just think about shit like that. That's also why, like, even like with dating, like, I need to know if somebody was married. Is that shit finalized? Is the divorce finalized? Because you ain't about to have no wife run up on me trying to kill my ass up behind your lying ass. Like,
and so when me and my wife, my current wife, got together, I was separated, getting ready to go into to divorce, and she was like wholeheartedly, "Is it done?
yeah,
Like, is there a chance that you may want to reconcile?" Because she was like, "I'm not gonna sit here and put my feelings into you, and then you decide, oh well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I want to go ahead and make that shit work." She
right,
was wholeheartedly into that shit, and I was like, "Nah, that shit done for me." Like,
yeah,
separation to me is engaged to be divorced.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Um,
You got another
I
question?
don't know. So I guess
I'm still with you.
I'm
I'm with
saying
you.
to the person who asked this question, why people know you're in a relationship, don't want to have sex with you, but want to be more than that. First of all, if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be having sex with a person that want to have sex with you. You should have enough sexual discipline to be like, I'm in a relationship. I mean, it's a given. Like, women, you have sex with them regardless if they know what the fuck it is. Once you have sex with a person, feelings gonna get involved, regardless what y'all both agree to. Feelings get involved. It's just it is what it is. So I think the question to it is, instead of you asking why people want more than just sex while you're in a relationship is why the fuck are you having sex with somebody else knowing that you're in a relationship to even get their feelings involved with you, because they can possibly ruin the relationship that you're in out of, you know, being spiteful, the fact that you won't leave your partner for them. I don't know. So I guess that's the answer to your question is either you want to
Yeah,
be with your
because
partner,
sex
or
becomes
if you want to
more.
just do what the fuck you want to do. It's just that simple. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like people will respect you more if you just are honest about shit. You know what I'm saying? When you being sneaky and you playing with people's health too, you know, like I'm just big on loyalty. I don't believe in cheating because it's like you're playing with somebody's heart. And some people do some crazy shit behind their heart getting broken. And then also you playing
Yeah.
with my body. That's another thing. You know, like it's very dangerous out here. People got diseases and all types of shit. You in a whole relationship, you bring your girlfriend back some shit that she can't get rid of, and yeah, she's gonna kill something. She might kill something. So just be safe
And
with
not only that, but sex is sex. But what happens is when you have that consistent side person, whether it be a side dude, side chick, the more time you spend with them, eventually emotions become involved. And once sex is sex. You can dismiss sex. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He fucked me good last night. Fine. He can go on about his. But when he's treating you well, on top of that, now it becomes a situation where you become territorial and you're like, you know what? I want him all to myself. When if in the beginning you knew he was with somebody else, y'all was just, you know what I'm saying, fucking around. But
yeah.
when you sit there and you are spending time with somebody and emotions get involved, that shit causes
And I
problems.
feel like don't listen to women. I feel like don't listen to women, even if because women are fucking dumb too. Like the thing is, I feel like even if a man and woman come to each other, like, oh, the man be like, oh, I'm in a relationship, but we're just gonna have sex, and the woman be like, okay, yeah, I'm cool with just having sex. You can stay in your relationship. A woman, don't listen to her dumb ass because she eventually gonna want more than just sex. That's like a man trying to convince a woman that it's like, oh, let's not have a baby, and a woman or a man be like, well, I never want to have a baby, and a woman be like, okay, yeah, well, maybe I could go without having a baby. No. Our emotions, our hormones, all that shit change over fucking night. Like, and especially when sex is involved, we'll say one thing one day and the next day it's the whole opposite. So I just feel like something like that, you can't agree with the woman like, oh, we're just gonna be fucking. No, I don't care how much a woman be like, yeah, we can just fuck. We don't gotta be with each other. Feelings is getting involved.
Which parts? Oh, there we go. Unfortunately, I've been on both. I've been aside. So sex is. I had a situation where and I was the one at fault on this one, right?
Mm.
Wow, fuck this twice tonight. I've been the fuck at fault. Um, I dealt with a chick who was just sex, right? We would meet up like her code for me to come through was I need a massage. That was it. Like and
Gotta go ahead.
but so one night after the massage, you know,
Go ahead.
I get ready to leave and I gave her a hug. And that honestly killed the entire situation because at that moment it became emotional for her. And she was like, that's not what she signed up for. And I hit her up like weeks later, like, yo, you ain't hit me up in a minute. And she was like, nah, emotions got involved and I'm good. And I was like, damn, I didn't mean to get emotional. You know what I'm saying? I just gave you a hug. But so when you spend enough time with somebody, so at first with her, it was once in a blue moon. I need a massage. Cool. Come through, do what I do. But then it became, for her, oh, okay, I now need a massage every month. Now I need a massage every other week. And for me, once the time length started to lessen, it became emotional for me. Like, oh shit, we fucking around now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here every week. And once emotions get involved, that shit changes things.
But see, I think that is just like based off of like not healing. I feel like when women just want to like have sex with men, it's just really because they can't heal. They haven't and they haven't done the work. Because me personally, like I've been telling people this a lot lately, right? Because I know some women that are single and they be like, I just wish I had someone to hold me at night. And I just wish I had this, or I wish I had some dick, like, And I'm just like, that's how you know you're not healed. Because, like me, I'm not going to say that I don't crave someone to hold me at night. No, right? But I feel like I crave a partnership more than it being about just sex and someone holding me. And you get what I'm saying? Like when it just be about sex, that means you willing to go back to someone just based on sex. You can completely X out that they're a shitty person, they don't got no job, they don't got nothing going for themselves, they got 29 fucking kids. All of that goes out the window because I just need some dick. Like, but if you do the work and you spend time alone, that's another thing. I don't believe that you can heal by still having sex with people that you dealt with, but I don't feel like people who is just like, oh, I just need sex, or I just want sex, I just want sex out of it. That's because you're refusing to do the inner work, the shadow work of healing.
Yeah.
Cause I like, yeah, would I like to be held at night? Yeah. Would I like to have someone have sex with? Yes. I'm a very sexual being, but I'm not choosing to have sex with someone who I'm not compatible with out of I'm horny or because I'm lonely or because I want someone to hold me. You feel me? Like I want a partnership. So it's like that's who I want to have sex with. Somebody I can have a partnership with. Like I don't know. So I feel like when it's just based on sex, it's like you're just refusing to do the work. Cause really, what you want out of a partner, like if you really want a partnership, it's not based just on sex. Yes, the sex important, absolutely, but it's not based on sex.
Nah, it's not.
Right.
And
The thing is, you're not sitting here, but that's what I'm saying from the women that be saying this shit. You're not saying that I wish I had someone to build with. I wish I had someone to do this. They're just saying I wish I had somebody to hold me. I wish I had someone that fuck me. Y'all not saying y'all, that's how you know it's out of not healing.
You're right. You're right on so many levels because most women who say, oh, I just need to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I miss being in a relationship. No, what you're really missing is the lust.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not missing the things that actually build on a relationship because once you get into the weed of it, those are the things that actually cause their relationship to break up. Yeah. Is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, they're not finding somebody that they're mentally compatible with. Mm-hmm. They're just finding somebody who's willing to have sex with them, hold them. Exactly. And when they get tired of that shit, then it's like, now you find all the fucking complaints.
Cause like I'll tell you this, I've been single for a long time. Let me tell you this. Let me keep it 1,000, okay? I have no issue going to sleep at night. I sleep good night. I don't gotta worry about where a nigga at. No, I'm not. No, I sleep fine at night. I sleep fine. Would I like to have sex? Yeah, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what I desire more, I want a partner. I want someone I can build with. I want someone who I can have a family with, and leave like generational wealth. That's the things I want more. But if that you craving that because you need to sleep, you're not healed. You have not done the healing work. You're choosing just out of loneliness because you are not a healed person. The fuck, I sleep perfectly fine and I don't a nigga to hold me? Would I like a nigga to hold me? Absolutely. Absolutely. But do I need a nigga to hold me at night in order for me to fall asleep? No. Do I absolutely need a nigga to fuck me to go to sleep? No. Would I like it? Yes. But do I need a nigga to have sex with me for me to go to sleep? No. That's how you know that you've done the work. That's how you know that you're healed. You're not choosing out of loneliness or lust. You're choosing out of, this is someone that I see as a companion, you know?
So what you're speaking of, right, is someone who unpacked their baggage. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And at this point in their life, they're not holding on to the past baggage.
No.
They're looking at who I am today and who I want to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if I can give you your flowers, that's not the norm. You know what I'm saying? Like you've done the work. You know what I'm saying? You're like, okay, you know what I'm saying? This is my past. I'm not gonna carry that on to the next relationship. What I want is this, and I'm not gonna settle for anything less than this.
Let's be real, right? If I was unhealed, right? You think it's not a nigga that would fuck me tonight? Or if it was just about sex, you think I couldn't call a nigga up and get some dick tonight? I absolutely could. If it was about me getting dick to fall asleep, absolutely. I could call a nigga right now. No, it's not about that. Like, you know, but also women should look at it like, if you say I want to be held or I need to have sex in order to go to sleep, that's how you know you're not healed. Because I can refuse sex. It could be the best dick of my life. I don't care how good your dick is. If you're not someone I look at as a companion, I'm not having sex with you. Even if I'm single. I don't need to have sex with you. Just because you got some good ass dick. Yeah, I know that. But I don't need to have sex with you because I'm not choosing out of lust, being lonely, because I need to be held at night. No. Like, you're not someone I find myself compatible with, regardless of how good the sex is, you know. But women got to be real with themselves. Like, if it's just about those things, you're not healed, and you're not choosing out of like someone that's really compatible with you. You choosing out of like loneliness and straight lust, just, you know, sexual desire. But yeah.
Yo, I appreciate what you're saying so much. I'm a guy, so it don't fucking matter. But for women out there, like, to really understand where you need to be in your life, it's not all about no saying, okay, so this guy said my butt's big. Okay, so I need to give him play because that nigga told me my butt's big. You know what I'm saying? What you're saying needs to be heard by a lot of women because they really have not grasped the fact that be comfortable with who you are. Be comfortable where you are.
Yeah.
And then when the right guy comes along, you'll be able to accept him for what he brings to your table.
Right.
And not just, oh, he brought dick. Okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Most guys will bring dick. Good dick, bad dick, don't matter.
Yeah.
Guys will bring dick, but how is he compatible with you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How can he help you build on a better you? Like, how can y'all get from point A to point B? Because dick and pussy, that's like A and a half. Like, it's not gonna get you where you need to be in life.
Yeah. It's for real, it's a lot of women that are not doing the work. They're scared to heal. Literally get out of one relationship today, you want a dating app tomorrow. That's insane. That's you know, and that should tell you, like, you know, women you know, we talked about it on here before. In order to heal, you have to face not just the trauma in your past relationship, but even the deepest trauma in your childhood, you know. And another thing to know that you're healed is that you have enough, you can resist the temptation of your past coming to you too. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how good somebody's sex was from your past, you can be like, you know what? I'm not having sex with you, like, because you ain't shit. You're not somebody that I want to be with, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not just about that for me, you know. But you got a lot of women that they be swearing they healed just because you're not dealing with an ex partner no more. That don't mean that you heal. Because if you cannot be by yourself, if you cannot be content by yourself, if you can't feel whole on your own, you're not healed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I'm not trying to tell people to like be like super independent to where it's like you don't need no one, but you also shouldn't be choosing out of the wrong things, you know.
So what ends up happening in that is you may not get with the same person again, but you get with the same like person again. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
eventually continue to do the same thing over and over again with different people,
Yeah.
not
So
realizing
Nicole
that
Nicole said, is there such thing as being healed but wanting sex? Casual sex isn't just hanging out and dates.
yeah.
Me personally, I mean, look, I guess it's what the people want. Because personally, like I'll say this, everybody don't want the same thing. Everybody don't want to be in a relationship. Everybody don't want to be married. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you're healed, you're moved on. If you're healed,
That-
you're moved on. But you can't. If you claim you're healed, but you can't resist the temptation of your ex, then I would say like you're not healed from that. Like, you know, or you're willing to have sex with.
oh, she'll be back in a second.
Don, can you hear me?
Yep. Can you see me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. So me personally, like, I want to, I want to be married. I'm the type of person that I don't believe in casual sex. I don't believe in just having sex just with anybody or just because. Like, I feel like sex is meaningful to me. So if you're somebody like me, I would say if you having sex, you know, with people, I don't know. I mean, personally, I feel like if you're willing to have sex with an ex just because you're single at that moment, you don't have nobody else to have sex with, then no, you're not healed. No, because you're just choosing out of lust.
Yeah.
Because if you know your ex
And
ain't shit, if your ex beat you the fuck up, if he mentally abused you, if he had kids on you, if he did all these things, but you willing to still have sex with him just because you needed some dick, then no, you're not healed. Because you know he a shitty ass person. And you willing
and not only
to
are
lay
you
your body down with
not
someone who like did all that shit to you?
not only are you not healed, but the premise for your previous relationship that you keep going back to was lust. It wasn't love.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna say whether you want the same things as me or not, if you're willing to just disregard what an ex did to you, the most disrespectful things to you, just because it's like, oh, I need some dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to throw that all out the window, it's like you have no morals for yourself, no self-worth, like, you know. And that is a part of healing. If you don't know your self-worth, because the thing is, if you don't know your self-worth and you allow someone to treat you less than what you deserve to be treated, like, you know what I'm saying, that's what will cause someone to be an ex. So why would you keep fucking with them? You know,
Like
healing will require you to learn your self-worth, not allow disrespect. So why would you have sex with someone that ever disrespected you?
so there's different reasons why women, because guys have casual sex because they're just fucking animals and that's what the fuck
But
they do. But for women, there's different reasons that women will have casual sex is either a she is just missing dick in the bed, basically. She's missing lust. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Or a woman who feels like I I got rid of my last relationship and now I'm liberated and this is my liberation. You know what I'm
but
saying?
no. Sorry, Don.
Yeah, they do.
I gotta cut you off.
Yeah, come
Because now
on.
I'm sitting here thinking about it. No, I don't believe if you are healed, you will be just sitting here having casual sex. Absolutely not. Because healing requires healing will require you to be so self-aware, so awakened that you realize that sex is not just sex. That's why.
Because
I'm sitting here telling y'all I'm a very sexual being, but I could be very sexual disciplined. I could sit here and be abstinent. I could not have sex for a whole fucking year plus. And I'm very sexual. So that's what I'm saying. Healing requires you to have a certain type of discipline. Like, because it's like, yeah, I crave it, but I'm not going to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you realize, like, yeah, I like to have sex. Like, it feels good in that moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you realize that sex is deeper than just sex. It's more on a spiritual level, too. You exchanging your energy with someone. Like, you know, so personally, I'm going to say, no, you can't be healed if you want to have casual sex. Absolutely not. Because I feel like people who are truly healed know that, and they can be the most sexual people on earth. They know that requires them to be disciplined.
Damn, so I guess I ain't never been healed because I was always a proponent of casual sex.
No. Like, and it's a lot of people just jumping from one place to the other. But no, I will say you're not healed if you can't go without sex. No. Healing, are you crazy? That requires like true discipline, like true willpower. Like, no.
But so
sex is not just sex though. Why that's borderline saying like that's borderline in the mentality of a prostitute.
Now I ain't never got paid for sex.
But that if you have the mentality that sex is just sex, if you have the mentality that sex is just sex, that's borderline how a prostitute to don't gotta be physically attracted to you, sexually really like nothing. There's no ties. It's an exchange. With a prostitute is money, but if it's a person who is just always just sex is just sex, it's just an exchange of sex. That's borderline. That's not healed. I don't believe so.
Okay. No, I like the back and forth. I like that. Cause yeah, there was definitely a time in my life
you
when
can have sex
was just sex
that you don't see yourself being with, or you're not physically attracted to. Like, why are you fucking them?
Just to get a nut.
That's borderline prostitution. I don't care what nobody says. That's insane. That's insane. So you like, all right, so that's no difference from a woman that's having sex with an old ass man for money.
I mean, you know, if she gotta pay her rent, you know, so be it.
No, that's not cool though. I don't believe that no one should have sex with someone unless it's someone that you are attracted to, you're compatible with, like someone you want to be with. I don't believe you should just be having sex just to have sex. That's weird.
So sex can be a tool and it can be a trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there are guys, there are women who, for them, sex is a tool.
A tool for what? Y'all don't know how to fuck?
For what they want to, don't say like what they want to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it be I just want to get a nut, or a woman's like, no, say I need to get my motherfucking rent paid. There's no difference.
Hell. And find God, because something fucking wrong with y'all asses. Go ahead.
There's no difference between a woman who says, you know what, he gonna lay down with me, he gonna pay something.
I'm not having sex with nobody that I wouldn't want to be with. That's weird.
In your rock voice, I hear you. Because that definitely sounds, that's just weird.
That's weird as hell. Why the fuck would I lay down my body in my most vulnerable moment with somebody just because? A nut? What?
So I don't disagree with you.
You could fucking masturbate for all of that.
Yeah, I've had moments where that would have been preferable. But where I went to a woman
dangerous.
and
And I feel like, yo, I feel like sex is way deeper than just sex. I don't know. I feel like it's an exchange of like, it's an exchange of energy, and everyone can't get access to it. And people wonder why they operate at a low frequency. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't know, but I feel like if you believe in that, then you understand the power of sex. But I feel like if you're not healing and you're not understanding why, like, once you learn a certain type of discipline and you operate at a higher frequency, and it causes everything else around you to go, like, you have more, your discernment is stronger, your intuition is stronger, like, you know, like you can see things more clearly. I feel like then you would realize that you can't just give everybody access to you. That's dangerous.
So I'll say this, right? And what you just said makes a lot of sense. So for a very long time in my life,
Blow said nigga gets tired of wearing that hand out. Shut the fuck up. Yo.
So there's been a time in my life when casual sex was super cool for me. Like, I get mine, you get yours. Hey yo, we ain't even got a hug when we fucking leave, because you know, hug fucked me up before. So we ain't got a hug. I can fucking dap you up and we cool. But what changed for me was when I started looking for somebody to spend my future with. And that's what, yeah, no, I agree with it. That's why I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree. Because when you start to look at somebody who you want to actually spend your future with, you start to look at certain qualities in the person. And I don't give a fuck how good the pussy is. Unless that pussy goes side to side instead of up and down, guys, pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can't do too much different from, if you put 10 women together, 9 out of 10 are going to have sex pretty much the same way. It's not going to change. But the person attached to the pussy makes a huge difference. Now, I'll agree with you there. You know what I'm saying? And that's where casual sex gets really foggy. When you start to try to find the person behind the sex, and that person ain't there. Your person's not there. Yes, sex was great, but the person attached to that sex is not what you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah, but I feel like you have sex with someone, feelings get involved. Not just that, but it's like you have sex with people, you start to mirror them. Even if they're a shitty ass person, you're gonna start mirroring their personality. Like, you know, it's I don't know.
I'm about to write that down because we're gonna talk about this one. Sexual and emotional chameleons.
Yeah, like I don't believe that sex is just sex. You know, like I just, me personally, fuck no. Ew. Like the hell, and I feel like if anybody with that mentality, even if a man, then why the fuck are y'all mad at bitches who sell pussy? Cause to me that's almost equivalent. Everybody in the comments trying, like Nicole trying to tell me I'm true, but I feel like that's equivalent, because if that's the case, you will lay down with anything just to get a nut. That's insane.
Just depends on how much.
You're not healed.
I will say my wife realized who she was when she put certain standards on me when we got together. Mm-hmm. When I say, I'll say it, and I hope I'm not embarrassing her, because she's the producer of the show, so she's here. But when she put certain standards on me, that's when I feel like she found out who she was and who she was supposed to be. And when she did that, it made me see her in a different light than every woman I dealt with between my ex-wife and her. She put me on notice that I'm not looking for just somebody to lay down with. You know what I'm saying? And when she did that, well, I had my intentions were to deal with her in a different way anyway, but that definitely made me say, okay, you know what? I'm not coming at her from a sexual standpoint. I'm coming at her from, I want to get to know who you are.
I
And
don't know, Nikai. I don't know what you saying in the comments because she said if a man tap me immature, smash him. I don't know what that means. She said I was having casual sex before, so why did I need it from him? I don't really know what you're trying to say, but I'm just saying, like, me personally, I don't believe. I'm a very spiritual person, and I also don't believe, like, I wouldn't be sitting here fucking my ex, hoping that my husband come find me, because in reality, my heart is still going to be with my ex, whether I think it's just sexual or not, and I can miss the blessing of my life still having just meaningless sex with my ex. I'm speaking for myself. She said you saying ex. I don't know. I'm whoever the fuck people have casual sex. I don't know who you have casual sex with. I never had casual sex. I'm just saying, whoever the fuck y'all be having casual sex with, I'm not letting a person who I don't see a future with, I'm not fucking them and potentially jeopardizing because my heart might be in it. I don't know. That's how I am. I can't have casual sex without my feelings being in it. So me personally, I'm not a person who has casual sex. So I wouldn't be having casual sex with someone because, number one, if I had sex with you, that means I gotta fuck with you in some type of way. And then if my potential future come walk in my life, I might do some dumbass shit that jeopardize the potential husband of mine because I'm sexually involved and my feelings are invested to just someone who I'm just fucking and I don't see a future in. But I'm speaking for myself. I don't know what it's like to have casual sex with a random person. I don't know.
so for some casual sex is not so much going back to your ex, but
Who do you have casual sex
you're
with? A random person?
not random, but well, it's random at first, I guess, but then eventually, you have your lineup, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. Today, Tuesday might be Joe, and then
Yeah,
Wednesday might be Bob, and then Thursday might be Mike. That's that, you know what I'm saying? And for men, it might be like, you know
maybe
what I'm
that's
saying?
just different. Maybe I'm abnormal. I don't fucking know. I'm not doing no shit like
No,
that.
it's so for one, it's a personal preference. Some women, when they decide I'm not going to get into a relationship with anybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to get in a relationship with just any old body. They feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to use a man for my sexual gratification. And if it might be 4 dudes that I have on rotation in a week, so be it. That's, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm coming from a place of judgment. Go fucking hell, because that is not okay. I don't know who the fuck ever tried to normalize that shit, but that shit is not cool. I don't give a
that's
fuck
just
what
been normal
nobody
for
says.
years. That's
Okay,
been normal for
well,
years.
if I'm the eyeball, I don't give a flying fuck. That's disgusting. Why the fuck are you having
Like
sex with people you don't want to be with?
when back in the days, I had a 6 pack. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because God rested
nah.
on the seventh day, so I had a 6 pack and I rested on the seventh day. But Monday through Saturday, I handled my
You know
six
what?
pack.
Maybe that's why I'm single. Maybe that's why I'm single. It is completely okay. I'd rather be single than be being tossed around like fuck no. No.
So do you have any more? Do we have any more questions before we get into the final
Yes, I
topic?
have one more. It's kind of similar. Um.
I'm going to pour the drink. I'm with y'all
Okay.
still. I can hear
This
y'all.
one is a little bit long. It said I met someone else. I'm assuming this person, I don't know if they're in a relationship or they out of a relationship. It says I met someone else at work. We started meeting up outside of work. And when work became so accessible, then it was going on often at work. Coworkers started speculating, rumors started, and then it all went bad. We never actually got caught, but it all stopped. And when it stopped, it broke my heart. Feel like I never felt that heartbreak in so long. I would go home depressed. Home was so supportive to comfort me, but I couldn't tell home exactly what was wrong. Went to therapy about all of this. Well, I don't know if this is a man or a woman, but I'm gonna say you should never get your honey where you make your money. Okay, for that prime example, because you gotta take your ass back there to get your fucking money. So it's like if you're fucking somebody you work with, that can end bad either way. Because it's like if shit go left, y'all arguing at work. If y'all break up, you still gotta see the motherfucker that you trying to mentally get over
every day.
You know, so I would just say I don't know who this is, of course, because everything is anonymous. So I don't know if this is a man or a woman, but either one, I will always. That's one thing my mother always told me: don't ever get your honey where you make your money. Like my mother has always taught me that. Yeah, because it's not gonna end good when it ends, you know. And then it's like, how do you get over somebody that you got to see every single day? You know.
So the problem, so not the problem, but here's the start of the problem. You spend more time at work with people than you sometimes spend at home with your man or your woman.
Yeah.
And when you become close, that's why that whole, oh, this is my work wife, this is my work husband, that bullshit, get rid of that shit. Because what ends up happening is those conversations that you can't have at home because you don't have the time to have it at home. Like, think about it. Let's say you in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You get up, your man get up, you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, he get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, y'all out the house by 8 hours, he's at work, you're at work. Let's say on a good day, because we live in Maryland, so on any given day, it's about a 45-minute ride to home. So let's call that an hour. So now it's 9 hours that you're away from the person at home. And 8 hours you're with the person at work. So now you've already spent more time with the person at work than you did at home. Y'all get home, y'all eat, y'all watch a little bit of TV, y'all go to bed. Done deal. All the things that you can't talk about with your person at home, you're talking about with that person at work. That creates an emotional tie. And when you get emotions, we were talking about this the whole show. When you get emotions involved, it changes the dynamics of things. So now you're falling in love with the person at work. And because you have less time at home, you're spending with your mate at home, you're falling out of love because you can't be in love with two people at the same time. It's impossible. I don't give a fuck who can disagree with me. Y'all can throw shit at your computer, your TVs, that's fine. Question. You cannot love two people at the same time. One person is just there and the other person you are loving. Whether it's emotional or physical, you are loving one and the other one is just there as a bookmark. That's it. So what this person is speaking of is they became more emotionally tied to the person that they work with. And when that ended, now it's causing problems at home because they can't explain why they're moody. They're moody because the person that they love, they can't be with. And trust me, I've done that shit. I've been there, done that shit.
What haven't you done?
Yo, when I tell you, it's really hard to love somebody and say, you know what, for the sake of our work friendship, we're gonna stop doing what we've been doing. Yeah, but that don't make emotions go away. It don't evacuate the emotions and the feelings. They're still there. I had a chick that I used to cheat with at work. Damn, Don has been a piece of shit before he grew up.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Go ahead.
but
Yourself like that.
but she knew I was already with somebody, and when she finally realized, oh, he's not gonna leave who he's with for me, she started trying to do shit to fuck up my relationship.
See, messy shit.
Messy,
Yeah.
young and messy. And I had to find that shit out the fucking hard way. Like, I had to. Hold on. Okay, yeah. I'm glad you said just joking because it's not possible. Like, you will get yourself into more of a mess dealing with somebody at work, especially cheating. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're both just super fucking mature, which I would probably say 75% of the world is not. Yo, that shit is just room to destroy shit. So he or she, whoever, because it's anonymous. So he or she, I'm telling you right now, you fell into the trap of I can control this, and then you found that you couldn't.
Yeah, and then it's like if you like fucking at work and shit, like you ain't fucking working hard enough.
Depends on what you're working on.
Okay. Did you want to get into my topic, Don, or are we?
Yeah, let's roll with it. Let's roll with it.
So, my topic is what would make you question someone's integrity? And I don't know if you want to kind of like define what integrity is, and then maybe like what would make you question someone's integrity.
So integrity is the things that you are willing to stand on, whether people are looking at you or whether they're not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you're doing that shit for the public view or just in your private, that's integrity.
Right.
For me, what makes me question somebody's integrity is when they lie about things that don't need to be lied about.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? When you sit there, because if you can lie to me about something small, then I'm gonna question everything big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And unfortunately, we try to escape the small lies, and we say, "Oh, that's I was trying to spare somebody's feelings." No, big lies is when you spare somebody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? Big lies is I got a baby on the way. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You still got to tell it eventually, but you try to spare that shit. But small lies is, yo, this chick walked across my path and I looked at her. You know the fuck you looked at her. Like, come on. Like, we grown. You know what I'm saying? If guys, if your woman says that she has never looked at a guy in gray sweatpants walk across her fucking path, she's fucking lying. And if she's lying about that shit, she gonna lie about who she fucked.
Nah, we are not looking at y'all fucking sweatpants. Get the fuck.
Y'all lie. Okay, now you know what? I think 99.9% of the time I believe your ass. But a nigga in gray sweatpants with no fucking drawers on and that dick dangling, you don't notice that shit.
Fuck, you ain't got no drawers on for her.
But it's that porn star shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel like a porn star sometimes.
I guess. Yeah. I feel like integrity. I feel like something that makes me question someone's integrity is if they. One big thing I think that will make me question someone's integrity if you're a thief. I don't like you're a thief. If you fucking steal, you would steal from anybody.
Yeah.
That's one thing. I feel like integrity is important because I feel like it's how people determine someone's character. You
Yeah,
know, whether
it
I can
is.
trust you or not. You know, like you said, if you're doing the right thing or not, whether people looking or not. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Um, what was the one thing I had on
Like
here? Go ahead,
I
Don.
think it's common for people to think if nobody saw it, then it wasn't wrong.
Yeah,
Um, but that's the difference between public integrity
yeah,
and private integrity. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Also, what I did want to talk about is like people who only do things for people because they expect something in return. That will make me question someone's integrity because it's like
Mm.
it showed me like you're not doing this because you did it out the kindness of your heart. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like you're doing it because you want a benefit in return. You know?
And I've known several people, but one person sticks out by, you know, more so than others. They would do things because they wanted people to say behind her back, "Oh, look at what such and such did."
Yeah.
Not that they did it out of the kindness of their heart, but it was like you wanted people to acknowledge, even if they acknowledged not in front of you, but they just acknowledged it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look what they did.
Yeah.
I don't do things. I will never do something for acknowledgement.
Yeah.
I do things now. Will I do things for blessings? Sure, but the blessings don't come from that person I did it from. For you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
blessings I'm looking for is from a higher power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For example, you know this is probably a crazy example, but for example, when I cut my grass, I cut my two neighbors' grass. They both offered me money. You know what I'm saying? They both offered me, oh, you need me to get you something? No, I'm not doing it for you. I'm
Yeah.
asking God for blessings. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And if God sees me doing things out of the kindness of my heart, maybe he might decide to bless me out of the kindness of his heart. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And his heart is a lot bigger than mine.
Yeah.
So his blessings are going to be bigger than I cut two grass. You know what I'm saying? So what? You know what I'm saying? It's two additional grass. So what? It might have got my heart rate up. I get the workout out of it. So what? But he might bless me on a level that I'm asking him for
Mm.
because he sees me doing things that no one's asking me for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when you're doing things for a greater good.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's fair for someone to do something to you that made you question their integrity and then get mad at you because you no longer have trust for them?
So those are people who are bordering on narcissists. Um, when you sit there and go, I did it to you, but when you did it back to me, now I gotta be mad. Or not only do I gotta be mad, but I gotta tell 50 people that you did it to me,
Yeah.
even though I know I did it first, even though I know I caused the situation that caused your reaction.
Right. Right. Yeah. Like it's like some people will do things to make you question their integrity, and then you might have to set a boundary with them, and then they mad
Mm-hmm.
because you set a boundary, like as if it wasn't what you did that caused me to have to even set this boundary. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. And whenever somebody does something negative to you, or let's just say to you, you have to start creating boundaries. Other than that, you're becoming a doormat, and you're going to allow them to keep walking over you and doing the same thing over and over again. You
Yeah.
got to create boundaries. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You got to set things up to where it's like, yes, you did it to me one time. Shame on me for allowing that.
Yeah.
But if I keep allowing, or shame on you for doing it, but if I keep allowing it, if I don't set up those boundaries, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it's shame on me because I am allowing you to do it to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you see someone's integrity, don't question that shit. You saw it.
Yeah, like for example, we'll another example. Like say if you had a friend that was like talking hella shit behind your back and then you found out,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like you would be able to like regain their trust again? Or do you feel like it's certain things that's like a deal breaker when it comes to like a friendship or even like relationship, you know? Um like if you was in a relationship, you found out your wife, like, you know what I'm saying, she was like stealing money out your account and putting it in a separate account. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would be the deal breaker for you when it comes to someone's integrity? You know, that you like, I'm not willing to allow you in my life anymore.
So I'm gonna give you both because what you said is two different things, but
Right.
they both fucking are paramount.
Yeah.
So if a woman that I'm with is siphoning money out of the personal account or siphoning money out of my personal account and putting it into her own personal rainy day funds, I would ask her, no saying, before I decide to never forgive her, what did you do it for? That what did I do to make you think that you need to set aside your own rainy day fund? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it may be that she no longer trusted that I can handle things the way they need to be handled, and
Mhm.
she needed to set aside her own nest egg for the departure. That may be something that I'm doing wrong. So in that, I might be able to forgive somebody who I think is a friend and somebody who because to me, when I say somebody's a friend, I usually call them family because friendships come and go, but families you locked in.
Right.
If somebody who I think of as family talk behind my back or kind of disregard who I am, that's harder to forgive for me. For
Yeah.
me, that's a shutout. I'm shutting you out. We cool in passing, but we not the same. We not. We.
Yeah.
I don't call you a friend no more.
Yeah.
So I think when you're in a relationship, it's easier to forgive certain things because now you got love. You know what I'm saying? You got emotions. A friend, it's like I was just waiting for you to do what you just did, kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think women, well, guys' friendships are really much really built on are we cool? You know what I'm saying? Because if we ain't cool, we ain't cool.
Yeah.
Women are like, you know what I'm saying, like I entrusted me with you more so than the person that I'm even fucking with. I
Yeah.
entrusted myself with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's why.
saying?
That's why. Also, I said in the past, but I feel like as a woman, I kind of hold my friendship to a higher standard than I would a
Mm-hmm.
relationship. Cause it's like, you know, no shade to men, because I know there's some good men out here, but I'm like, I can expect that from a man. I can't
Right.
expect you, you know. So it's like, you know, I feel like that's something that I hear being talked about a lot, where some people get mad because women specifically, you know, they might not have any integrity when it comes to their friendship, so they might be talking shit about their friend behind their back, and then when their friend find out, they're upset because now their friend don't want to fuck with them the same no more, and they
Right.
like, well, you forget that cheating ass nigga every time he cheat on you, so why you can't forgive me? You know what I'm
I
saying?
expected that shit.
Exactly. You know, um, do you do you feel like, I don't know how to say this, because I don't know, I can't understand sometimes certain people's mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you don't think a certain way, then it's like you're not gonna be able to understand them. You know, but me personally, I don't understand people who have no integrity and then get mad because people don't want to fuck with them the same no more once they figure out who the fuck they are. You know, do you have any advice for people who lack integrity, even if maybe they're not aware that they lack integrity? Do you have any advice for them? Because sometimes they don't understand that they're the reason of the downfall of their relationships that they build, whether it's friendship, family relationships, or like a true relationship, like partner.
So when you continuously lose good people around you, then that's when you need to start looking at your integrity. When the good people who are around you, the people who give you good advice, um, the people who stand in your corner when things are the worst, when you start to lose those people, then you need to start looking at your integrity. What did you do as an individual that pushed them away?
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest advice I would say to somebody who lacks integrity, for those who realize they lack integrity, because those who don't realize it, they're gonna continue to do the same thing until they finally wake up.
Right.
Um, when you know that you lack the integrity, like you'll lie about the dumbest fucking shit and all that shit. Find yourself first, and then go back and apologize to the people you've lost because you lacked integrity, because those are the people who was really in your corner and who had your back when you really needed somebody. They was there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I also think if anyone is in that situation where they lose people, you can't sit here and be like, why don't I have any good people around me if you yourself isn't a good person? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think sometimes, people, it's a lot of people that are not self-aware. So number one, if you're not self-aware, you're not gonna know that you lack integrity. But, you know, it's like, look at the things, I feel like sometimes people do things and they think it's just honest mistakes or honest, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But really, really, like, as you get older, you should really think about the things that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Think about the things
Yeah.
that you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Have a little empathy. How, if you're specifically doing something to someone, put yourself in their shoes and ask yourself, how would I feel if someone did this to me? You know? Um, and I feel like if you lack integrity, that would definitely be something that you should work on just for the sake of having better relationships, because the only other people that will ever stick around you is also other people who lack integrity, which are not honest, good people, you know, which would never lead to growth. It would just subtract in your life. But yeah.
Like it, we can destroy ourselves with trying to, I guess, destroy other people.
Yeah.
And the people that you're trying to destroy have no ill intent towards you. You are literally setting yourself up to destroy yourself. I have a really good friend, and he dropped. I want to say it was about about 5,000, about $5,000 or $10,000, somewhere in between there. I picked it up, put that shit in my pocket, and called that shit a day. Help him look for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, you just had it. Till this day, I can't look that person in the eyes
Okay.
because
That was a
I,
question I was going to ask too. Like, have you ever had to question your own integrity? Okay, Don, go ahead. Speak your truth.
yeah. And till this day, and he has tried to reach out to me like, yo, we need to link up and hang out. Till this day, I can't fucking look him in the eyes. Even though that was a different me at the time,
Mm-hmm.
I know there's no way I could fucking possibly apologize for that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I did And as much as I want to reconnect with him and be like, yo, let's hang out, let's connect, let's just have a fucking drink. I can't bring myself to do it because I can't apologize for what I did
Yeah.
because he doesn't know I did it.
Yeah.
You
And
know what I'm saying?
low key, even at the time, even though like it make you feel no type of way, you see how it's hunting you to this day. You know, it's still in your
It
mind.
is.
You know, and that's another reason, you know, I'm not gonna say I've ever lacked integrity, but that's definitely something that I can honestly say my mother has definitely raised me to be like I was like if somebody drop a goddamn dollar in front of you, hey man, you dropped a dollar. Why? Because I always was taught about karma, you know. So like that was something where even and it's not no it's no shameful because it's like you now you looking back like you like damn that was fucked up like you know
Yeah.
but that was that's just something how I was taught growing up like you know you don't do something to someone that you wouldn't want done to you like if you drop your wallet you would want someone to show you to bring it back to you you know so I'm not gonna say I've never done anything because I might have done something unintentionally you know a lot of people do unintentionally. They're not aware that it's like, oh, you know, um, but I think it's also that thing of like karma. Like, you know, I don't want to do nothing to no one that I wouldn't want done to me. That's why like, you know, even like when we talked about past relationship, I'm not keying no one's car because I want no one to keep my car. I'm not bleaching your clothes. I'm not
Yeah.
doing nothing to nobody that I wouldn't want done to me. And the thing is, you can't be mad when some shit like that happens to you, but you go around and operate as that same type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think with the integrity thing, it's also like that thing with karma. I think that's how my mom always like kind of taught us, like, you know, it was like,
And when you, so I've come to the realization in my life, there's certain things that's going to come back on.
yeah,
It's just going to hit me back, and there's nothing I can do about it.
yeah,
And the last thing I want to do about it is try to be angry because I can't get mad at karma. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that's going to come back at me.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I've had homeboys who have totally shit on me, and I'm like, what? Like you shit on dudes in the past. So if somebody comes back on you and shit on you,
yeah,
I got a really good friend of mine who caught an attempt murder charge, and when the cops showed up at my doorstep, I was like, even though I had nothing to do with it, there were situations that somebody else had nothing to do with that I pulled them into.
yeah,
So I wasn't mad at him. I just had to talk myself out of the situation
right,
because I know I had nothing to do with it. So when you do certain things, especially when you're young, because when you're young, you think, this shit ain't this ain't nothing. Eventually, especially as you get older, it may not come back to you when you're 25. It may not come back to you when you're 30. But when you start getting your 35, your 40, and your 45s, a lot of those things will start resurfacing. And you find yourself getting mad at the person who did it to you, not realizing I did it to somebody else in the past.
right,
Karma is real. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And if you want to dismiss karma, that's fine. Just wait. Karma will definitely wake you up to the fact that it's real.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I've I've had sex with girls that I was dealing with. I've had sex with their homegirl, and I thought at the time, fuck it, it's just sex. But when that shit comes back and bites you on your motherfucking ass,
yeah,
you are sitting there going, ouch, that shit hurt. Instead of going, that's karma. I did it. It's gonna come back to me eventually.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. you reap what the fuck you sow. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. If you put that shit out in the earth, I guarantee you gonna get crop off that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not gonna say I've never done nothing. But I think some people look at things as like honest things that it ain't so honest, you know.
Yeah.
So I would say, like, you know, even in life, like, just, you know, really pay attention to what you're doing, and ask yourself, like, would I want someone to do this to me?
Yeah.
Oh, um, but yeah.
Like I can honestly say now in my grown stage, I really look at when I do something, anything, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, would I want that person to reciprocate that thing to me or somebody else to, because sometimes it gets paid forward. So the person who you did it to may not do it back to you,
Right.
but somebody who you least expect
Yeah.
is gonna be your downfall
Yeah.
because of something you did to somebody else. So I think as I've grown up, I really look at anything I do, if it gets reciprocated back to me,
Mm-hmm.
is it going to hurt me? Because
Yeah.
if it is, I won't do it.
Right. I think that's why, like, sometimes when people do like shisty ass things for me, I take that shit so hard because I'm like, I would never.
Mm-hmm.
Integrity is everything to me. I would never do that to someone. Like, I'm not stealing from someone. Someone can leave a purse wide open in front of me. I'm not touching shit. You know what I'm saying? But I also think because, you know, a lot of people have to question people's integrity, you know, you have to know whether you can trust people or not, you know. So I do understand, like, when people aren't so quick to trust people, especially somebody like me, where I feel like people, you know, did me wrong or stole from me or whatever the case may be. So it's like you got this guard up thinking that you got to question everybody around you, you know, their character and their integrity and stuff like that until you gain that trust, you know. Um, but I think when people do things to make me question that, I think that's why I hurt so much because I'd be like, I would never purposely try to hurt someone, lie to them, steal from them, do no harm to someone, you know. And I think it's just, you know, it's how my mom raised me. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like that my mom is just one of those fucking people. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's one thing she never played about. But it don't prepare you having that mindset for people that are the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Because they
So
hurt.
what I will say is, you just said something that sparked something in me. When you be who you are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you
Yeah.
got $300 on the table and you got people who you feel like you can trust and they come in, leave that $300 on the table
Yeah.
because it's not your test, it's their test.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the test to where they can see something that is very desirable
Right.
and not do anything bad.
Right.
If
And
they do it to you, they're not doing it to you. They're fulfilling God's plan for them. Because
exactly.
God said, no saying, can I trust you with the little things? If I
Right.
can't trust you with $300 in front of you, I can't trust you with $1,000,000 in your pocket.
And honestly, Dawn, you so right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like you're so right though. Like that's how I look at things now though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, do I want someone to steal from me? Absolutely not. But
No.
if I can't leave my shit here, if I choose to leave it here, because in my heart it's like I should be able to leave it here, and I walk out the room and you decide to go on my shit and take something from me, you know, that's ultimately your karma. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
Right.
in reality, if you asked me, I probably would have gave it to you. Like, you know,
Exactly.
and then your karma wouldn't be what it is, you know. But I look at things like that too, though. And honestly, as I'm getting on, I wouldn't even look at it like a fucking law. Now, if it was something crazy, yeah, like probably gonna be going crazy about it. But if it was if somebody went in my purse and it was like, you saw I had a couple $100 and you like, oh, let me take 40, 50, 60, $100 or whatever on my fucking shit. That's your karma, you know. And honestly, it's like I'll get it back, like, you know. Yeah, it's sad and unfortunate, you know. Um, but yeah, I definitely agree with you that it's their test, like, you know. And it's like ultimately, you're not, especially with somebody who has good intentions for you and moves off of, and is like, integrity is everything to me. Like, I would
Yeah.
never do that to somebody. I would never. I'm not stealing from somebody. I'm not doing that. Is not in my character. So if you fucking steal from me, best believe God is going to give you your karma. And that's not on no revenge shit, but it's like you just don't get away with doing that shit to people who that's not in their character to do it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you best believe a person who has good integrity, they have good karma coming from them. So whether you steal from them or not, they always gonna be blessed and highly favored by God, you know. But you, on the other hand, that's not wishing nothing bad. But yeah.
And I have had, so after that one person who, if there is no amount of apology I can give to this person, because
Yeah.
I mean, it was literally probably about $6,000-7,000.
Wow. Okay.
And when it dropped, it was just like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so there's no apology I can give them. But what I can do is everybody after that person,
Yeah.
I don't care where your money is, I ain't touching it. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna tell you, yo, you dropped it. But it's it's that was my test. I
Mm-hmm.
failed once. You know what I'm saying? And when I failed, it's haunted me. And this was, I promise you, this was when I was like 18 years old.
Yeah.
I'm 51 now, and that shit still haunts me till this day, to where
Yeah.
I can't look that person in their eyes
Yeah.
because I'm like, yo, I hurt you when you needed it most.
Yeah.
I can't look you in your eyes now that you don't need it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The person that I'm speaking of, they literally bought a Corvette cash outright. I still can't look them in the eye, and they don't need it now.
Yeah. Well, you know, God work in mysterious ways, so you never know, Don. The fact that you're becoming self-aware and you're recognizing the things that you fell short in at periods of your life where you wasn't fully, you know, your mind wasn't fully developed, you know, you might have been in
Yeah.
survival mode, you know. And the fact that you're growing and you're in a different place in your life, who's to say God won't bless you one day, and maybe you can face him again and give him back
Bless him.
some. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because you might be in a different position just because you're facing your shortcomings. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about the mistakes that you make. It's about being accountable and growing from it. Like, you know, and changing from what how your mentality used to be. You know. So who's to say you might be able to face him one day
I hope so.
with way more. You know.
I, if I ever get the opportunity, and I promise you, I would really pay him back tenfold.
Yeah.
Um, because
I respect you even keeping it on it, keeping it real about the shit. You know.
yo, like that was a time in my life that I really, and he has reached out to me over the last 10 years. He's probably reached out to me 5 times, like, yo, let's link up, let's just hang out. And there's something in me that I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yo, to everybody younger than me who watches this show, be careful what you do in your young years, because that shit will haunt you in your later years when you gain the maturity and said, I would never do that now.
Right.
Yeah, but if you do it when you're younger, that shit will haunt you forever. And I'm not talking about like 10. If your man drop a $10 bill and you put your foot on it, because we've all done that stupid shit. But if you'll do it to $10, you'll do it to $1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just don't do shit to somebody that you would not want them to do to you.
Right. Right. Yeah. Like, even I got a homegirl. We went to a wine festival. It was probably like 2 years ago, and we a little lit. Whole fucking wallet on the ground. She picks it up. That motherfucker got a couple $100 in there. Mind you, I already know my integrity. I'm not that person. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! I'd have spent this shit on wine.
No, my homegirl, she like, nah. She like, I don't want that type of karma, and she went and turned it in. And then I'm like, I hope that whoever we turned it into didn't take the money out before they decided to give it back to the person whose, whose wallet it actually was, like whose idea was or whatever. But I feel like just off of that made me see, my homegirl's integrity, to see like, okay, this is a whole fucking stranger. So if she wouldn't steal literally a wallet full of like a couple $100, I swear that wallet probably had $300-400 in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? If she wouldn't steal from a fucking stranger, mind you, she didn't see them drop it. It was just on the ground. But we see their ID, so we know who the fuck they are. It made me realize, like, damn, that's one thing I can say with her integrity. I would never have to question, would she steal from me? Which is big on with me. I'm not gonna lie, because I it's so hard. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody a thief, it's hard to come back from being a thief in my mind. You a thief tonight. No, I ain't gonna lie. Some about people stealing from me, like, I will never trust you again. It's a hard. I'm not. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's ever coming back. I'm not gonna say I will never be around you, but shit, my purse coming everywhere with me.
Let me tell you, if somebody will lie, they'll cheat. If they'll cheat, they'll steal. Like, it's the natural progression of shit.
Yeah.
And you need to look at all of the people who you hang around with, that you deal with, the people who you call friend.
Right.
If they'll lie, they'll cheat. If they'll cheat, they'll steal. You know what I'm saying? And whether you're looking or not, they'll get you.
Yep.
So, all right. So during the show, y'all, my shit fucked up. So I'm normally the one to end the show. So if we don't end the show, my bad. Next week we're gonna keep rocking. Hopefully Angie will be back on with us. We know we've kept y'all for a day, but I guarantee y'all enjoyed this whole damn show. Shout out to everybody who joined us and hung out with us the whole way through. It's much love. We're gonna try to end the show right now. If we don't, we're gonna keep smiling until we do. Producer, hit the end on the show. And let's see what happens.